Most people wouldn't even try going fishing on a day where it was windy, cold, totally overcast, and a negative tide. Well, that's exactly what I decided to do, and I'll show you how I was able to make it into a successful fishing trip. I have to say, the last part of the day was sketchy and eventful, but I made it back, and now I'm able to share the experience with you. I hope you enjoy the video. Look at the difference between the little blue heron and the ibis. The little blue heron storms off complaining, and the ibis just chill. Even if the ibis leave, they usually don't complain. There you go. It's a nice fish. Oh yeah, that's a nice fish. That is a beautiful red. Beautiful red. Come on, baby. Get out from under the boat. Get out from under the boat. Oh, look at the colors on that guy. This is in the backcountry. They always have such beautiful colors. You know, I saw that little sand shelf with a drop off. That's ideal conditions. You just put it up on the sand shelf, work it to the drop off, and then let it drop. Come here, baby. Oh, what a nice fish. Stop, 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 stop. Oh yeah, nice fish. Beautiful little redfish here. First fish of the day. Beautiful colors on this guy. Definitely backcountry. Love those orange fins. First fish. Good job. First fish in this area too. All right, baby. Oh, wow. I didn't even get a chance to revive you. I guess there's no need. Beautiful. First fish in this area, I'm happy. Decent fish too, not too bad. So these are good conditions. Actually, this particular bank is a little windswept right now, partially protected. But what you're really looking for under these conditions, you're looking for a wind protected area. You're looking for an area with a little bit of depth, which actually there's not too many areas around here. Southwest Florida, especially this area, is pretty shallow. But this is an exception. It's, I wouldn't say deep, but maybe 2-3 feet. Foot and a half over there, 2 feet here, 3 feet right there. That's a decent amount of water for this time of year because it's a negative tide. And the bottom is dark. You see, the bottom is really dark. Even though it's only like 2 feet deep here, you can barely see the bottom. That dark bottom absorbs heat. Those fish seek it out because they're just trying to be comfortable. Snook really hate the cold. Redfish, you know, they can tolerate it, but nobody wants to be uncomfortable, including fish, right? Oh, that was perfect. There's been a lot of needlefish bait. Like the snook the other day were eating needlefish. There were tons of needlefish. I don't know if they're breeding. I don't know what's going on. But many more needlefish than you normally see, right? You always see needlefish. But this was different. So I don't know. Maybe they're breeding, but I tell you, the snook were eating needlefish, and because you could see them blowing up on them. And I absolutely killed them with the jerk shad, because of course the jerk shad looks just like a needlefish. There you go. There you go. Little snook. Good. Good boy. Perfecto. I wish he hadn't hit the deck, but he didn't give me a chance. Yes. A little bit bigger. Barely hooked. Oh my goodness. Can't believe this stingray hasn't moved yet. You don't want to accidentally hook that. Take you half an hour to get it in. And then you got to deal with it. There you go. Nice little red. He's going crazy. He's going crazy. Put the power pole down. I like these little guys sometimes. You know, he's not tiny. These smaller reds sometimes will have a real blue tail. This one has a little bit, not too much. Hang on. I almost have you. There you go, baby. Little red. He's cold. Oh. Go for it, baby. I can't believe there's nothing here, man. That's the problem with going to a new area. You don't know the spots that just don't produce. There's definitely shorelines that are consistently good and shorelines that are consistently bad. Sometimes you don't know why that is. Something about how the current flows. Something about the structure on the bottom. Sometimes you know what it is, and sometimes you never do find out what it is. But definitely, once you've been coming to a particular area for a while, you know your honey holes, right? You know your spots where you can usually produce under certain circumstances. Darn it. That's not good. Not even going to try. I'm just going to put the rod over the mangroves there while the jig is still in the water. Because it didn't really catch on anything yet. There you go. Oh, I feel like I spooked something there. Ooh, there was something there. There you go. Oh, it's a nice fish. That's a nice fish. Oh my god, that was awesome. That's a nice red. He's not a monster, but that's a nice red. Hey, get out from under the trolling motor, man. Behave. Behave. I'm already landing you on the side I don't prefer. Right? Got my my push pull over here. It's a nice red. Okay. Oh my god, relax. Okay, alright. I got you, baby. Okay. Wow, he was hooked really well. Yeah, baby. It's a nice little red. You okay, baby? Yeah, I like that little pocket there. I saw a little mud when I was trying to get my lure out. And you know, that's another thing, right? I could have started yanking and pulling on the mangrove there, trying to get my lure out, and that would have scared the heck out of everything in the area, because you know they feel those vibrations. So the fact that I, you know, quietly, slowly came up and just kind of pulled the line over that mangrove. I've got slime or something on here. that allowed me the opportunity to cast at that fish, right? Because in this depth of water, it's all about being quiet and not making vibrations. Oh, there you go. Oh, that's a nice fish. Oh, that's a nice fish. I mean, he's not huge, but that was beautiful. I like the way he took off to the side like that. Yeah, yeah. Decent little snook. I mean, biggest one of the day for sure. We pulled out 2 quality fish from that one little pocket there. Okay, okay. Calm down, calm down. Calm down. My God, you really swallowed that thing, didn't you? You really swallowed it, didn't you? Open your mouth. I'm trying to get it out. Okay, okay, I understand. It's not comfortable. Okay, my God. All right, see? I gotcha. I gotcha. Yeah, it's not a huge fish, but I like the way he took off to the side like that. That was beautiful. All right, baby. There he goes. Just thinking some of these fish that we spooked, because believe it or not, we did spook some fish. I saw some muds there, and we made a little bit of noise catching the other fish. So we spooked some fish there. There just was a pocket of fish there, and some of them stayed. Some of them must have spooked into the mangroves and come out when they saw the shrimp. And I'm wondering if some of the other ones maybe spooked off this way. Good cast. There we go. Another quality redfish. Another quality redfish. These are really nice redfish. Yeah, these are good reds. Okay, baby. All right. That's a beautiful red. That's a beautiful red. Look at that. It's beautiful. Beautiful redfish. I love redfish, man. You know, I grew up in Miami. We don't have redfish. I moved to Southwest Florida, and I've really grown to love these fish. They're just great fish. Nice red. There you go. It's a little guy. It's a little guy, but I'll take him. Oh, good job. There you go. There you go. Save me the trouble. This area is beautiful. It's awesome. I love it. It's one of the few areas that I've found that has some water in the winter. Yeah, I really like this area a lot. It goes to show, you just go on Google Maps, look for the conditions that you think are favorable, you know, the spots that you think are favorable, and check it out. You know, you can't keep going to the same spots over and over again. You have to keep trying to find new spots, and trying to find spots for certain patterns that are becoming difficult for you, right? I mean, look, I've got this little beaver tail mosquito. This thing can get into almost anything. But, you know, when it's a -1, -0.7 tide, you know, it's a problem, because even if you get back in there, most of the fish are not going to be there when it's cold on a cloudy day, right? When it's cold in the morning, and then it warms up in the afternoon, which happens a lot here in the winter. You get super cold nights, you know, for this area, right? I say super cold. Anybody in Michigan is going to think I'm crazy, but you get cold nights for this area, maybe in the lower 40s, and then by the afternoon it's 75. If bluebird skies, sunny, and 75. Well, those fish are not going to be deep again. You know, in the afternoon, they're not going to be deep. Those fish are going to be transitioning to an area where they can sun themselves and absorb some heat. But when it's like this all day, super cloudy, the sun never comes out, and it was, you know, relatively cold all day, you have to find an area like this. Oh my God, great cast. Great cast. Oh, I thought I got away with it. Oh yeah. That was funny. That was funny. Very good. I like it. That was funny. I got it over a limb there. I just finagled it over the limb. As soon as it hit the water, he hit it off the drop from the limb. Nice fish. Not huge, but a nice fish. Hey, listen, I like it when a plan comes together, right? I saw this spot on Google Maps. I thought, yeah, this is a good situation, and here I am catching reds. This one's a small red, but like I always say, if he's got a spot on the tail or a stripe down the side, it's a good fish. There you go, baby. Wow. I'm making some pretty good casts. Yeah, this current seems way out here. I wonder if that's a ladyfish. Oh shit! Man, I almost went up onto an oyster bar. That's the risk of coming to a new spot, right? That's the risk of coming to a new spot. Wow, that was a heck of an oyster bar too. That could have been ugly. Wow. That scared the hell out of me. And you know what let me know that there was something there was the noise, right? You could hear the noise of the water splashing up against the shallow oyster bar. I made a few more casts, but it was getting late and a storm was starting to close in, so I decided to call it a day. I thought I could beat the weather home, but it didn't quite work out that way. Well, got caught in a pretty bad rainstorm. But we'll make it in okay. This little beaver tail mosquito actually handles the chop pretty well. My skiff and I got through the storm. We found calm seas on the other side of it, and a friend was nice enough to escort us the rest of the way home.